Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to get you up to speed, fast.
That's the plan.
You're probably listening because you need the lowdown on Australia's 2025 visa changes, specifically for workers and skilled professionals.
Yeah, without wading through pages of government docs.
Exactly. We've done that waiting. Our mission today, pull out the absolute must-know updates so you can understand the new landscape for working down under.
Yep, cutting right to the chase on the key shifts in skilled migration for 2025.
Okay, let's jump in. First up, and this seems like a big one, is the focus on skills shortages. Australia seems to be really zeroing in on specific sectors.
Oh, absolutely. It's very deliberate. We're seeing a clear priority for healthcare workers, definitely.
Right.
And also tech, engineering, and interestingly, renewable energy. That's growing fast.
So these new priority skill streams, they're meant to fast-track people in those fields.
That's the idea. Faster processing times if your skills match those high-demand areas. It makes sense, things like the aging population mean they desperately need more healthcare staff.
Yeah.
And these streams, they often have specific job lists and might need higher qualifications or more experience.
So a potential fast lane if you've got the right skills. Now, what about folks thinking outside the big cities like Sydney or Melbourne?
Ah, good question. That's where the changes to the regional visas come in the subclass 494 and 491. They're extending these.
Extending them how?
Well, the government clearly wants to spread skilled workers out a bit more. So these visas offer longer work periods.
Longer than before.
Yeah, and importantly, a quicker pathway to permanent residency if you settle in designated regional areas.
Like where, for example?
Think places like Adelaide or maybe Cairns, even Darwin. Areas that have jobs but need the skilled people to fill them.
Interesting. So incentives to go regional.
Definitely. It raises questions, too, about how well these areas can absorb new migrants, infrastructure services, that sort of thing. Something to keep an eye on.
Good point. Okay, shifting gears slightly, what about the general skilled visa, the points-tested one, subclass 189? Any tweaks there?
Yes, significant ones. It really tells you who Australia is looking for in that pool.
How so?
Well, the point system now seems to favor younger applicants more, and also people with really strong English language skills, like advanced proficiency gets you more points.
Okay, younger and better English speakers. Anything else?
Yeah, bonus points are popping up for STEM qualifications, science, tech, engineering, maths, and also for specific trades like construction is mentioned.
Right, so building that younger, highly skilled workforce.
Seems to be the goal, yeah, driving the economy.
And what about businesses wanting to sponsor workers? Any changes impacting them directly, salary-wise?
Absolutely. This is crucial for employers. The salary thresholds for sponsoring someone are going up.
You mean the minimum they have to pay?
Exactly. The TSMIT, Temporary Skilled Migration Income Threshold, that number is climbing.
So employers need to budget more.
Correct. Both the workers and the employers really need to keep checking the latest TSMIT figures because it's a hard line for eligibility.
Got it. So more targeted skills, regional pushes, higher salary floors. What about actually applying? Is the process changing?
Big changes there, too. It's all going digital first.
A new online system.
A new portal. And they're talking about using AI, potentially, to speed up the approvals.
AI for visas. Okay. Faster is good, I suppose.
Well, potentially faster. But there's a catch, or maybe just a balance. Word is that the health and character checks are getting even more rigorous.
So streamlined tech, but stricter checks.
Yeah.
Makes sense if they're being more selective.
Precisely.
Okay, let's zoom out. Taking all this together, the skills focus, regional boost, points changes, digital shit, what's the bottom line? What does it mean for people wanting to work in Australia and the companies needing talent?
Well, for workers, if your skills are in those priority areas like healthcare or tech, or if you're genuinely open to moving regionally, this could actually be a really good opportunity, a clearer, maybe faster path.
And for employers?
It could make it easier to find people for those critical roles if they can meet the higher salary levels and navigate the system. But the key message really seems to be expect high demand.
Meaning?
Meaning, if you fit the bill, either as a worker or an employer needing staff, acting fast is probably smart. Don't wait around.
So timing is key if you're a good fit.
Definitely looks that way. The landscape's shifting,
Right. So for anyone listening who's thinking this applies to them, what's the practical next step?
Look, our chat gives you the overview, but for specifics on your situation, you really need proper advice.
Like a migration agent?
Yes, a registered migration agent is essential. And also, keep checking the official source, the Department of Home Affairs website. That's where the definitive, most up-to-date info will always be.
Crucial advice. Don't rely just on summaries.
Absolutely not. Use this as your starting point, then dive into the official details.
Okay, great stuff. Thanks for breaking that down. It's clear these 2025 changes aren't just tweaks. They show Australia really sharpening its focus on skilled migration. They certainly do.
And it really makes you think, doesn't it? How a country's big-picture economic needs and priorities directly shape the opportunities, and indeed the lives, of individuals all around the world looking for a new start. Something to ponder.